What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 34, and we start today's episode off with Dale Jennings saying thanks for all the playing time. And then we have a game against Queen's Park Rangers on the Saturday. Now, the reason I show this is because when you play in Europa League in real life, you don't play on the Saturday, you play on a Sunday. So if you play a Thursday night fixture in Europa League, your game on the weekend in the Premier League is on the Sunday. You get like an extra day to recover, if you know what I mean. So I don't know, I'm almost certain that's the case, unless I've got it completely wrong. I'm almost certain that's the case, but yeah, I guess EA don't really know about that, or maybe I'm 100% wrong and I'm just saying that for no reason. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this game should have been played on Sunday, but yeah, it was played on Saturday regardless, and it was against QPR. That's all you really need to know. So the players were a little bit unfit, of course, because we we rested quite a few players for the game against Elfsborg on Thursday night, but we also did play quite a few first teams as well, because as I did mention in the last episode, I am going to be taking Europa League seriously. It will cause us some problems with stamina and fitness for the weekend games, especially if we are playing on Saturday and not Sunday, because that's an extra day's recovery gone. But even so, it's I do want to get far in the Europa League. Yeah, I also want to qualify for the Champions League next year. So it's kind of like, what would I prefer to lose out on? So I don't know. I'm still thinking about just being a manager that rests all players for the Europa League, but I just want to do both, guys. I want to qualify for the Champions League and win the Europa League. But anyway, yeah, we take on QPR, one of the newly promoted sides. Harry Redknapp's gotten back in the division after one season out. So taking on Queen's Park Rangers of Loftus Road. They're currently sitting in 4th, so he's got off to a very good start with them. So I was looking forward to a very interesting, challenging game. And the first chance of the game did come in the 8th minute when Hoylett came forward here. Terrible defending, and a deflected shot was well saved by Jack Butland as he tips the ball over the bar. Didn't want to concede early on. It took a huge deflection off Sean Morrison there, but good save by Jack Butland. And from the resulting corner, it was crossed in by Nico Kranjčar, crosses it towards Stefan Mbia, back from his loan spell at Sevilla, and he heads the ball just wide. So still 0-0, but in the 36th minute, another chance came here. Charlie Austin's snapshot, really well saved by Jack Butland. He had a really good start in this game, and in the 50th minute, we had our first chance of the game. Nathan Redmond with some nice skill, unfortunately was tackled, tried to win the ball back. QPR gave it away though. Luke Shaw played it towards Martial, came to Ross Barkley. Barkley gets 2 bites of the cherry. His first shot was blocked by Mbia, his second one wasn't, but unfortunately the ball did go wide of the post. So still 0-0. However, in the 53rd minute, Danny Simpson, I think it is, crosses the ball in. It's cleared away, it comes to Hooper. Hooper finds Anthony, again, not sure if it's Martial or Martial, haven't checked the comments yet, but anyway, our French striker goes down the right hand side, just awesome agility, really good stuff, and then he rifles the ball in with his left foot. And I've got to say, guys, I am so glad you guys told me to sign this guy, because he looks insane. I mean, his pace is incredible. What a solo goal that was. I mean, that was incredible. He just picks the ball up from inside his own half, just runs and runs and runs. Nice agility, lovely step over there, and rifles the ball in with his left foot. That was such a great goal by our French striker, and that made it 1-0 to Norwich. But in the 73rd minute, QPR had another good chance. Andy Johnson, the former Fulham striker, his shot was well saved by Butland, and from the corner it was crossed in by the Croatian Kranjčar. Comes away to Hoylett here, and eventually, well, this is really annoying. The game played on here, and Granero gives the ball away. Barkley makes the challenge, and then the referee blows up as we were going on the counter attack. Now, bring this back, because look at the radar here. As soon as Barkley wins the ball back and plays the ball forward, we have got a chance for a 2-on-1, possibly even a 3-on-1 opportunity as we go through on goal. The referee then stops the game, brings it back, and QPR make a substitution because it's deemed a bad injury. So Young Suk Young comes on here for the injured player, and QPR just give us the ball back. And I was furious because QPR played on. He was injured for a good 5-6 seconds. They carried on playing on. And as soon as we win the ball back and go on the counter attack, and surely about to, maybe put all on my, maybe a bit of overconfidence, but I thought we were surely going to score on the break, and then the referee blows up, and of course in the 90th minute, Loic Remy is onside, gets played through, and scores the equalising goal. I mean, that's just typical, isn't it? That is just typical. The referee blows up for a bad injury when he didn't want to blow up when QPR had the ball. Strangely enough, we're about to go on a counter attack and probably score our second goal of the game, and yeah, the referee stops it, and then the injury time, Loic Remy scores and makes sure we don't get all 3 points. So I was furious. I mean, you know, sure, if it's a bad injury, stop the game, but QPR are the ones that are playing on, and if it's a bad injury, you should stop the game straight away. I don't know. Maybe I was just complaining for no reason, but yeah, Harry got an earful, and I was just livid. But anyway, 1-1 was the final score, and I was really annoyed because those are the games we really need to close out and get all 3 points in if we're gonna challenge for the Champions League spaces this year. So yeah, I was annoyed, but there wasn't anything I could do about it, and I had to just turn my attention to the Capital One Cup game because it is the first one of the season, and of course we are the champions. We hold this tournament. Of course, if you didn't see last season, didn't see what we did, we won the Capital One Cup. That's why we're in the Europa League. We won the Capital One Cup, and yeah, I really want to retain it. You know, I mean, it's not a case of we've won it once and then we can just forget about it from now on. I really want to retain it. You know, set out a clear intent to the rest of the teams in this tournament. You know, I just want to say, hey, we've won it once, and it's not a Mickey Mouse competition. I want to keep winning it. So yeah, I'd love to win this competition again, but even with that in mind, I'm still going to rest the entire side because that's what I did, you know, in the early rounds last year. You know, played 3 games, Southampton, West Brom and Swansea, rested the entire squad for all of the games, and I'm going to do the exact same again. You know, I do want to win it, but I'm still going to rest the side. So we put out a complete backup side here, and you know, just I still feel very confident. Of course, taking on commentary at a League One side, I still feel very confident about getting the 3 points, about getting through to the next round, and you know, setting out clear intent. I want to retain this trophy. So taking on commentary here at Carrow Road, we've still got a strong squad. We've still got a very capable squad of winning this game, but you know, I guess, like I say, overconfidence may come into play. It certainly did in the Europa League game when I rested a few players, but you know, I feel confident we can beat Coventry without sounding too arrogant. I feel confident we can beat Coventry with a backup side. But we did indeed get the first chance of the game in the 3rd minute when Billy Sharp got played through by Dale Jennings. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper made a fantastic save to deny him, and it was still 0-0. But just a few minutes after that, we had another great chance. We put the pressure on Coventry straight away. Teddy was closing down the Coventry centre-backs, wins the ball back here, rolls it through to Billy Sharp, another great chance for our striker, but unfortunately his finesse shot hits the post. So 7 minutes in, 2 great chances for Sharp, both of them missed. But just a few minutes after that, again Coventry give the ball away. Chalobah, one of our new signings, chips the ball forward to Yaya Sanogo on loan from Arsenal. Lovely fake shot here, takes aim and finds the top corner. So Sanogo gets the goal, 14th minute goal for our number 14, and he gives us a 1-0 lead here. So a great start for us. We should have been 2-0 up already, but great start to get 1-0 up in the first few minutes. But just before half time, Adams gives the ball away. It comes to Nathaniel Chalobah here, gets past his man, takes aim, good save by the goalkeeper, and Coventry managed to clear the ball away. So the first half was all us. We were dominated from start to finish. But in the 54th minute, Coventry had their first chance here when Adam Barton collected the ball and gave it to John Fleck. The former Rangers man plays a great free ball to Wilson here. He crosses it to the far post, and there is Clark with a simple header. Poor marking, 56 minutes in, Coventry's first chance, and a goal as well. So Norwich 1, Coventry 1. But a few minutes after that, Yaya Sanogo shuts down John Fleck here. Lovely strength by the man on loan from Arsenal. Collects the ball, chips it over to Billy Sharp on the half volley. Unfortunately, he puts the ball wide. That was another golden opportunity for Sharp, which he did not take. He wasn't really being very clinical in this game. But unfortunately for us, as the 90 minutes passed, it did finish at 1-1. So unfortunately, it did mean we'd have extra time, so another 30 minutes in this game, which is very frustrating because now we're in the Europa League and, you know, we're in so many competitions this season. It's going to be really, really hard to justify playing 120 minutes of football. But I made 2 subs in straight away for extra time. Brought on Odalusi and Pilkington for Gnabry and Teti, I think it was. But yeah, Pilkington and Odalusi come on, and in the 119th minute it was Odalusi, one of our subs, to surely seal the win here. But his chip shot was well saved by the goalkeeper. Then his header was saved by the keeper, but it was his substitute partner who got the goal. Anthony Pilkington gets it in the 120th minute with virtually the last kick of the game. Pilkington sends us through to the next round, the Capital One Cup, and you can see Odalusi giving him a big hug there because he was very relieved that Pilkington bailed him out after he missed 2 chances. But 2-1 the final score. We left it as late as it came with possibly the last kick of the game. Pilkington secured a win, and that puts us through to the next round, the Capital One Cup. And yeah, hopefully we won't need 120 minutes next time, but even so, I was delighted to get the win. And then Townsend comes to us and says, I'm not happy because I'm not getting on the pitch as much as I should be. Mate, you're a first team winger and you're only not playing in the Capital One Cup games because it's against Coventry, you know. I mean, you don't need to play those games. But anyway, as always guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, that's much appreciated and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow afternoon.